Hey, love bugs, what's up? You know, I'm rubbing on some African shea butter because that's what we do. I hope you're having a good morning, noon, night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today, we are going to be talking about all things Diddy, okay? We didn't fully outright report on this sooner, but he has now been denied bail. A lawyer has come out to speak on his behalf, basically claiming his innocence and saying, don't y'all be out here comparing him to R. Kelly and Weinstein and all of that, because there wasn't no minors involved. Just basically to minimize and like just shrink down all of the horrific things that Diddy the dealer has been running amok doing in the entertainment industry. Okay, pretty much just want to try to make it seem like he's innocent. So we about to get into it. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Hey. Come on over, love bugs. So we can get this party started. Hey, CJ the cat, how are you? Yes. What's going on? Maybe let me share this in my community tab, because people be like, we didn't get the notification. Nobody notified us. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but hey, Mo. Hello. What's going on? Waiting for a few more of the love bugs to join us. Hey, guys, Anointed. Hey, Kim. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Yo, I'm just going to say Yao. Hey, Natasha. What's going on? Where y'all at? I know usually during these times earlier in the day, we're doing a get ready with me, but since we have not, delved deep into the Diddler, content, I was like, we got to do what we got to do. Okay. Now let's put this as a post. How y'all doing? What's going on, everybody? How is everyone? I hope you all are having a very wonderful Thursday. Hey, young Jackie. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. All right. Hey, Lasia. We gonna have to bring it back, okay? Because like I said, we ain't go down this train. So we're gonna bring it back, and we're gonna use our trusted resource, the Shade Room. Thank you, PJ. We are going to use our trusted Shade Room. How are you feeling? You feeling better? Yes, I'm feeling much better since the last time you guys saw me. Hey, Martina. Way better since the last time you guys have seen me. Okay. Hey, Sinquavia. Shouts out to the Neighborhood Talk. This is a couple days ago. This is 2 days ago. This has happened now. Diddy has been reportedly taken into custody in New York after grand jury indictment. Okay. It's not known what exactly he was indicted for, but it appears to be linked to criminal investigations into alleged trafficking and other offenses that led to search warrants being issued and executed at his home in Beverly Hills, Miami. Diddy's attorney, Mark Nifolo, spoke with the site and said, we are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the Black community. He continued, he is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with the investigation and voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these new charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. So you all, do you think that Diddy is just an innocent man with nothing to hide?
In March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs's electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel.
Now, this was the part that took me out. The cases and cases of lube. What in the heck? What was he doing? Like, Jesus Louises.
Rooms for the freak-offs. As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition,
So he had the pew-pews. This is what Trick Daddy with his unattractive self had to say.
I don't know what's going on. The next person asks me if I've been in one of them parties, I'm gonna slap the shit out you.
What?
They don't like my kind at them parties. There's a few other real niggas in hip hop that I don't believe ever been invited to one of them parties.
Thank you.
I'm live right now. I don't want to hear that shit. Let me explain something to y'all. This is not the time to go off killing yourself, taking no medicine, drinking no bleach, eating no motherfucking poisonous candy and all that, blowing your motherfucking brains.
Oh, God, he too vulgar. We don't got time for that. Mimi came out.
We're going to have a dating show.
Yes.
And I was up to host it. I was very disappointed in this. And it's not happening now,
It's
right?
not happening. I was going to have a dating show with my daughter's father. It was on BET Network. And they literally, we were going on probably 8-9 months of almost a year of planning and preparation and picking the cast and the whole nine. And allegedly, BET canceled the show because they didn't want the association with the situation with Puff and my daughter's father, who is really good friends with him. So this thing with him runs really deep. It runs deep to the point where it's messing up a lot of people's money.
I'm really sorry to hear that because that would have been a great check for both of you.
Man, it was going to be an amazing check.
That's crazy. So even Mimi Force is affected by the diddler because allegedly, her baby daddy was one of his boy toys that used to be a frequent attendee at the freak-offs. And nobody want no parts. This is his sons arriving to court.
I love the jacket. Making a statement. You look great. Were you guys surprised that the bail was denied yesterday? I guess you're hoping it'll be done today, correct? But you guys look great. We love the fashion moment. You look fantastic.
I pray for y'all father.
Diddy promises judge he will not have any female visitors at his home if he is granted bail. And docs obtained by TMZ, Diddy's legal team says if he's released on bail, the security company that keeps logs of all visitors to his Miami Beach home will hand over those logs to the government nightly in order to be fully transparent about who Diddy is contacting. They also said Diddy will limit all visitors to family, property caretakers, and friends who are not co-conspirators in this federal indictment. Specifically, they say Diddy will restrict female visitors. But we all know Diddy be dicking and dodging around with men too. So I don't even know why they sitting up here acting like him saying he ain't gonna have no ladies is really doing something. It's that part for me. Specifically, they say Diddy will restrict female visitors, with the only exceptions being family members or mothers of his children. Diddy's lawyer speaks after his bond appeal was denied. They was trying to offer, I heard 20 million, then somebody said 75 million, upwards of going toward $100 million so that this man could get out on bail. But they said no because he's a flight risk. And I mean, like, do you really blame him? He's Diddy, he's billionaire Diddy. Like, if they let him out, y'all really think he's not gonna try to flee the country and go to a remote island somewhere where one of his friends owns a bunker so he can hide out? Child, please. Diddy's lawyer speaks after his bail appeal was denied, wants to get to trial quickly and get Diddy out of inhumane conditions. It did not go our way. The fight continues.
So we made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility. And I'm going to do everything that I can to move his case as quickly as possible. I understand that the government has a great amount of electronic devices that they have to download and provide to me, but everything's on the government's timetable, everything's on the defendant's timetable, and they're going to have to accommodate me and him and give us a quick trial, and I'm going to be pushing for that. He's ready, he's focused. He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. Nothing has changed from his perspective. I obviously would much prefer to fight this case with him out of jail, and we are going to try to bring that about through additional legal process. But wherever he is, his resolve is the same. He believes he's innocent. I believe he's innocent, and we're going to fight this case with all of our might until we don't have to fight any longer. I'm not really going to take any questions, but at this point, we are moving forward. We're preparing for trial as we speak, and we are considering our next steps and appealing the court's ruling today. All right. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it.
Dang. Oh my God. He had ketamine and GHB induced freak offs extended from 2009 to 2024 and claims he threatened to expose victims with recordings. Victim texted him, "You were going to make me ... or release him FOSHIT." So neighbors, more details are continuing to come out as Diddy fights in court today to appeal his denied bail. So this came out before we got the notice that he was indeed denied bail. In a long list of reasons using the argument not to give Diddy bail, Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson says actions and events surrounding 15-year freak offs. 15 years worth of freak offs. What was Diddy doing at them parties, child? He had a bunch of X toys, a bunch of ecstasy, cases and cases, thousands of bottles of baby oil and lubricants. Jesus Christ. And he gonna talk about some he ain't gonna have no females there. Sir, ladies don't need that much goddamn lube. You going in some bussy cat. You're going in some bussy boo-boo if you need all that lube. Okay? Jesus, child, Jesus Christ. Okay. Show that he can't be trusted. Johnson shared the documentation of the X events date back to 2009 up to the present year. As previously reported, there were, the substances provided, more specifically ketamine and GHB. Says no substances prohibited victims from consenting to the XX or recordings. Johnson went on to say the recorded freak offs were used as an extortion tool by Diddy, proven by emails and messages they recovered from victims. The defendants would record these freak offs, at least in part, to use them as blackmail. We have an email. A victim says, "You were going to make me, I'm not going to say it on public record, or you were going to leak some freak off, SHIT. Who y'all think said that to him? Meek Mill or Stevie J? Or Trey Songz. They said that Trey Songz was caught sitting on Diddy's lap, kissing him. Allegedly, this is all for entertainment purposes. Johnson says it's interesting that Diddy claims the victims are trying to extort him, but he's threatened them with recordings. He's the only extorter, she said. What y'all think about that? What y'all think? Now, this is a video from when Mace first met him. Hey, Rihanna.
It was unusual. Like,
oh, we can't play that because of the music, and I don't got time to be playing around with my channel. So, Shyne spoke out about how Diddy basically, you know, Diddy set him up. Diddy hired people to speak out against him, and he did a whole bid for 9 years at the age of 19 for Diddy, and then he forgave him seemingly because he wanted to get some money, and he wanted to get some scholarships for his country. And that's what people be doing. They forgive stuff, you know, you say let bygones be bygones. He took the payoff. He took the payout.
An 18-year-old kid, you know, just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do, be recognized for our talent and take over the world. I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, I
and
saw
that
you spent a birthday with him once.
I
saw a birthday
I
cake.
went again to do a charity event for impoverished youth in London. So let's not lose. I was a sight of what the cold hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on, and for the better interest of Belize, because he was in a position at that time to give scholarships and to maybe invest. I would not deny attempting to bring the investment to Belize and to bring the contributions to education to Belize, but don't distort it as if, you know, he and I were bombale. This is someone that destroyed my life, but do I take any joy or any satisfaction with what he is going through? Absolutely not. I am different than maybe other people. No one needs to fail for me to succeed. No one needs to suffer for me.
In your at the height of your professional
Sight of what the
relationship, or thereafter through the reconciliation, when he was an instrumental part of promoting you through Revolt Media, were you aware of these freak off events, and were you aware of them? Did you have any participation in them?
Oh my goodness, Jules Vasquez. Jules Vasquez.
Were you aware of that?
Jules Vasquez.
Were you aware of the freak offs?
Sir, I had nothing to do with Sean Combs' personal life, no interaction. That level, everything was strictly on a professional level.
Now look at the comments. This is unfortunate because Diddy did the crime and Shyne did the time, but karma has no expiration date, baby. Shyne is aging gracefully. Do y'all see how karma works? Look how God moved in Shyne's life. Look how the tables have turned, baby. If you grew up in the era where Diddy and Shyne-ish went down, and you will understand just how powerful this is. Revenge is not ours, it's the Lord's. Shyne always had this accent. Shyne definitely could play Obama. I was thinking that too. He definitely has an Obama flair. Definitely has an Obama flair. Wait, let me minimize this while for you guys so you can see me a little better, because I need to say something. I'm gonna keep reading a couple more of these comments, but there's something that I need to say, right? I really like the way he speaks, so eloquent, so mindful. Y'all know the rest. This man is beautiful. This is what I mean when I say I like older men. Freak off events got me screaming. Yeah, that made me scream too. Armand, shouts out to the Armand Wiggins show. Were you unaware of the freak off? Armand's commentary has been absolutely hilarious on this. Shyne is the definition of growth and progression. No one needs to fall for me to succeed. Never forget he trying to bribe the mother of one of the powers. Never forget Shyne's grandmother having to put up a house for bail. Never forget how Diddy threw Shyne to the wolves. Proud of this man for not speaking badly about the person who did him dirty. Now, you see how much grace Shyne is getting? Do you all see how much grace Shyne is getting? Do you all see how much grace Shyne is getting? Do you all see how everyone is pouring love into him and how everyone is applauding him for not speaking out at the time of when these things happen and forgiving Diddy and still continuing to work with him and to put on for his city, his country? Do you all see the difference in which men are handled as it pertains to Diddy, the diddler, his sons? Because you all have witnessed me be attacked. And, you know, people say that I'm lying and I'm just a clout chasing whore, a drunk ass bitch. Do you all see the difference in which a man, a black man, is treated versus women? Nobody in this comment section said why Shyne didn't come out and say anything earlier. Nobody in this comment section didn't say, why is Shyne speaking out right now? Why is Shyne just now saying something? Why did Shyne forgive him? Why did Shyne do a Ross motherfucking show with him on TV, on national television? I don't see nobody in the comment section saying that. I don't see nobody in this comment section saying this. I don't see anybody saying, oh, why Shyne just now deciding to say, why would he go and take that man's money? Why would he go and put himself on stage with that man? Why would he realign himself with that man knowing that man did that? Why he's saying something now? I don't see anybody saying that. Do y'all see the difference in which men are treated, black men are treated versus melanin-rich women? I just needed to point that out because this is, the shit is like, I don't know what type of movie this is. I don't know what type of simulation this is. I don't know what this is, but the way men that have been victimized are treated is way different than women. They get to come out and speak out and say something whenever they want to. They get to realign themselves with the perpetrators, the predators, their victimizers. They get to do that with grace. Nobody is saying, why would you just now come out 35 years later and say that that man ruined your life? Why did you get your ass up on a stage with him at an award show and shake his hand like bygones was bygones when that man ruined your life? You see? It's the Rise Cloud double standards for me. Now, I just needed to point that out. We could keep going. What female sticking up for the diddler? Shaking my head. They never learn. Well, I came out and I just simply recounted it I had when I hung out with sons and what I experienced, which I never said anything explicitly about it before. I may have dropped hints here or there, but the beginning of the night, from what I can recall, I had a good time. And I didn't think that I was, violated any type of way. So I just let it go. I was alive. I got home safely. I let it go. However, I just simply recounted what happened that night. And women were saying that I was a liar and I was a clout chaser. And why am I just now coming out saying something? Why would I even hang out with them knowing who their father is when Diddy was not the diddler when I hung out with them? That was after the VMAs in 2023. These allegations, these charges, none of this had come to light yet. But I personally experienced that. Like, y'all are watching me experience a lot of the things that we come up here and talk about on the show. So it's just ironic to me now that Shyne, like legit someone that Diddy sent to prison, is coming out and saying something, and nobody is saying why did he realign with him? Oh, why he just now saying something? You don't see that. You see people saying, oh my gosh, this is the definition of grace. Oh my God, has his accent always been like that? He is so handsome. I love how he's handling this situation. The world just hates black women. Y'all need to just say that and get the fuck on, bitch, because that's what it gives. That is what it gives. Just say you don't like us and go. Scram, ho. Now we're going to go back to the neighborhood talk. This is what an attorney on Diddy's legal team had to say in regards to him not getting bail. Hey, come for me. What's up, boo?
It's not all the time they say this, but they say this is going our way, not the bail. They say we have them. We got a lot of people who are going to talk and say that this is what Diddy was about, and some people may pass it off as hip hop culture, but it is a series of felonies and RICO. What do they have wrong?
They did say in court today, they've talked to 50 witnesses. We said the same thing. We've been doing a parallel investigation at every single step of the way, talking to every single there's the same kind of universe of people here that he's been around. We're talking to people to show that we have a case. He's fighting, he's innocent, and he's going to be able to show it.
Innocent means he didn't do any of the wrong things. Not guilty means they can't make the case.
He's
right?
innocent.
So you think he did none of these things? He was never present in any of these activities? This wasn't his lifestyle?
But a lifestyle and being present in activities doesn't mean he committed a crime.
Unless those activities and that.
Slipping things in people's drinks, coercion, blackmailing people, gathering intel, gathering freak-off videotapes, that's a crime. Threatening people, running around like the black mafia of the entertainment industry, dangling people out the window, blowing up people's cars. All of these things sound like a crime to me. Make sure everybody up in here hit the like button for me so we can get pumping through this algorithm. And if you are not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
A lifestyle or criminal.
But those activities in the lifestyle is not criminal. What was notable today, what my partner Mark said in court, is they never once said that these women didn't consent to what happened. Not once.
Can they all have consented, or were they minors and therefore the consent doesn't apply?
No charges relating to minors. None. The difference here between R. Kelly, between Epstein, no charges relating to minors.
So this is all adult consensual activity. People can judge it morally, but legally, you believe he committed no crime.
Maybe it's not what someone here would do in the bedroom, but that doesn't mean that what he did was a crime.
It's not all the time they say this, but they say this is going our way, not the bail. They say we have them. We got a lot of people who are going to talk and say that this is what Diddy was about, and some people may pass it off as hip hop culture, but it is a series of felonies and RICO. What do they have wrong?
They did say in court today, they've talked to 50 witnesses. We said the same thing. We've been doing a parallel investigation at every single step of the way, talking to every single there's the same kind of universe of people here that he's been around. We're talking to people to show that we have a case. He's fighting, he's innocent, and he's going to be able to show it.
Innocent means he didn't do any of the wrong things. Not guilty means they can't make the case.
He's
right?
innocent.
So you think he did none of these things? He was never present in any of these activities? This wasn't his lifestyle?
But a lifestyle and being present in activities doesn't mean he committed a crime.
Child, I mean, when they getting paid, the lawyers is paying them off. It's a lot going on, but I will say I have friends that were signed to major record labels, and one was signed to Jimmy Iovine. I think Geffen Records with 50 Cent and Eminem and all of them. And I'm not going to say his name, but he came out. He was out in the 2010s. He was on like the XXL freshman cover. Like he was really making waves. And then he came back out in, I think, 2015 or 2016. And when he came out the first time, he told me, like, when I met him, that he was great at an industry party. He was drugged and he was sodomized so bad that he had to go to the hospital, and he was in a wheelchair for a bit. I'm not exactly sure how long he was in a wheelchair, but this is what my friend that is a hip hop artist, he is a rapper. He went to an industry party. He was drugged, and he was like, somebody went up in his anal cavity. And this happened to him. And I remember he told me about it, and he was on drugs, and he was so like disassociated, and he would like come in and out of like realms and realities and stuff. And his mind split because of the abuse that he had undergone. And I remember we were in Harlem, and we was hanging out with some other, like, you know, guys or whatever, because we would always record music and stuff together. And they would make fun of him, and they would be like, that nigga just gay. He just gay. He like that shit. Ain't nobody do nothing to him. And he would tell me, no, like, I'm not lying. Like, this happened to me. And he was like, and he would just say it out of nowhere. Like, I have to say this. I can't hold it in. Like, I have to get, like, and then he would be in psych wards. He had been admitted to psych wards multiple times, but he was like a musical genius. He was really, really good at music. And he told me himself that he saw videotapes with rappers that is your favorite faves, like A-listers, engaging in sexual activity with each other. And he told me that he was shown those tapes as a warning. Like, if you don't do, we gonna have tapes on you too. So this is what they do. He was recorded. He told me he has no proof that there's a tape on him that exists, but he told me that he was like pretty sure that there was tapes that existed of him because he was drugged. So he does not remember. He doesn't know who entered him. He doesn't really know because he was spiked and had to go to the hospital because he was ripped. And this is why people don't come forward with things, because of the way you are victimized, you victim shamed. And I witnessed him go through victim shaming. And everybody just saying he was just a gay man and he actually liked that and he enjoyed it. And that didn't happen to him. So how the hell he ended up in the wheelchair? We've all seen him in a wheelchair doing an interview. What happened to him? Why would he lie? What grown man is going to get up there and say that he was violated in that way if that really didn't happen? And why did he need to be continuously in and out of psych wards? So he came back out in like 2015. And when he came back out, he was doing good again, because it was so weird. Like, he would legit be like, you would think he was like a beggar on the street, like with a change cup. And then flash forward, he's living in another world where he's in a mansion and on a television show. Like this, he used to trip me out so bad because he would literally like jump in and out of worlds. It was kind of like he was portal jumping, if that makes sense. And when he went back into the industry, he told me, he was like, I'm only doing this for my mother because we don't have money. And I love to make music so much. He made music all the time. It didn't matter if he was in a goddamn toilet store. He was always had a mic or a setup, and he always recorded music because it was something that he really loved and really enjoyed doing. And he said, they came back and got me. And I said, okay, like, are you safe? Like, what's going on? He said, I'm okay. If things went wrong when he started, this is what they do. They give you handlers, right? Someone has said that I was one of Storm's handler or Storm was my handler. That is not true. That is the furthest thing from the truth. I have my soul. I am not diddling and daddling in any type of or secret societies. That is not the case. So he went back into the industry, started blowing up again, had a really like a good song with, I'm not going to tell you, I don't want y'all to know who I'm talking about. So I'm trying to, I don't want y'all to know who I'm talking about because I don't want to do that to him. Okay. So he went back, right? And he started fucking his manager, or his manager started fucking him. It was a woman. Because like I said, they send you handlers, people to like lord over you, watch what you're doing, make sure that you're staying on track. And sex is heavily weaponized in the world, period, especially in the entertainment industry. And this is one of the reasons why y'all see me doing grassroots, getting my show and y'all getting introduced to me out the mud. Y'all see me do little stints on television, and I didn't blow up like the fucking World Trade because I'm not so free with my vessel. I'm not okay with just sleeping with anybody just to get an opportunity or allowing anybody to just have access to my body. I don't like that. That's just not who I naturally am. I'm not a whore by nature. And I'm very connected to myself. So he started screwing his manager, and she was stealing money from him. He told me she's stealing money. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like, I'm just happy to be here. His mother, he was able to move his mother from wherever she was. They moved to LA. And then he said he needs to stop. He told me, I need to stop fucking my manager. She's stealing money from me. This is not like, he basically was saying he didn't feel right about the situation. And his mother was the only person he had that he actually trusted. He went on a cruise. He went on a cruise with his mother. I don't know if the manager was there. I can't remember. He went on a cruise and his mother died on the fucking cruise. And this is when he just went back to the industry. So everybody's now saying he sacrificed his mother. He sacrificed his mother. He had to finish out the whole fucking cruise with his mother unalived on the boat. And this is what happened when he went back into the entertainment industry. Now, he stayed for a little while longer, but then, of course, without his mom, he just started to spiral out of control again, and especially with the manager that he could not trust. And he started going back in and out of the psych wards. He started going back in and, you know, out of the drug use, being like a buzzhead on the corner, drinking a 50-cent beer. Like, he just started to go back in and out. Hey, AT2. He started to go back in and out of realities. And I witnessed this. And I feel like I'm about to cry. I'm not trying to get emotional, but I witnessed this. And this was my friend for years and years and years. And people were so mean to him. Like, other Black men in particular was so mean to him. And he was like just different. He wasn't like the normal. Most artists and creative people are not regular people. Like, I'm not a regular. I have tics. We have quirks. You know, we're kind of like reclusive. Our minds think differently. We don't operate the same as everybody else because we are more, you know, just creative. And I just saw his demise, and then I saw him rise back up, and then I saw him come back down, and then I saw him rise back up. And I haven't spoken to him in probably like a couple of years, maybe 2 years. The last time I spoke to him, he was asking me if I could buy him some cigarettes. And that's what the entertainment industry did to somebody that was one of my close friends. And I'm telling you all this to say that this is real. I don't think that it's appropriate for me to tell you who he saw on those tapes, but this is real. This is what happens. Me personally, I was a person in the entertainment industry was trying to coerce me to do a sex tape. And I did not want to do it. I was like, I don't want to do it. And he would say, you cover up too much. Why? Oh, you do this, you do that. You need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to have a sex tape, but I'm not that thirsty to be famous. I don't want to just go out and be a rapper's baby mother. I could have done that. I didn't want to do that. And especially witnessing how, like, my friend just, and they killed his mother. Another one of my friends, he's a producer. He has produced platinum selling records. Somebody else that I used to hang out with, best friends like this. And he made it. Like, all of my friends, and then it just makes me wonder, like, damn, the sacrificing that they've had to do, the things that they've experienced, the rituals. Like, I witnessed a ritual seance with like a big, like, fuck. I don't even want to tell y'all certain stuff because I don't like to. Rappers, big ones, like ones that y'all be like, oh shit, like they be doing the seances. I've gone into a studio after a huge rap artist, Red Candle. There was fucking all types of demonic, evil, like pictures, like on an easel. Because, you know, when you have, you know, your sessions as artists, you set the mood, you set the tone. And when I went in there after him, it looked demonic. Like, he was channeling some type of demons and some type of spirits. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But he's like presents as like a conscious rapper. Like, you wouldn't think that he would be like channeling the Baphomet and Satan. So it's just a lot of Satanism. It's a lot of ritualistic things that's going on. It's a lot of inversion. It's a lot of perversion. It's a lot of coercion. It's a lot of drug use. It's a lot of drug abuse. It's a lot of negative and evil and wicked influence in the entertainment industry. I've witnessed some things, and like I told y'all, I saw that happened to my friend, and that just broke my heart for him. And I tried to be there for him, but I couldn't all the time because it takes a lot out of you to deal with somebody with that type of energy, you know? So I just wouldn't talk to him for long periods of time. But then, like, whenever he would come back around, because I'm a healer, they all come to me when they're like going through something or something bad is happening. And I try my best, but it's been so much I could give, especially when you've been up against demons like that. Like, I've not experienced that. So I don't know how to help somebody come back from something like that. But my other friend that I was talking about, that's the producer, he's going through a tough time right now. He was best friends with Bobby Brown's son. And after Bobby Brown's son passed away, he came to me. He came to my apartment and he stayed with me, and he just cried and cried and cried. And he blamed himself because he knew that Bobby Brown's son was unalived. He was given a bad bag. And these things happen. Like, and he was like, I kicked him out because they were all like rooming and they would do like content houses and, you know, stuff that people do. And he was like, I put him out because he started fucking with this girl, this random chick that everybody, she just had a bad vibe. They send these people at you to fucking kill you. They send people at you to control you. They send people at you to manipulate you. They send people at you to be a monitoring spirit. They send people at you to siphon your energy. So that's another reason why I am very extremely secluded and I'm very, very isolated. Like, I'll go out and hang out here or there, but for people to be saying, oh, I'm just a drunk and a lush, I hadn't gone out. Y'all know, my fucking love bugs know. I spent 5 months alcohol free. Hardly anybody saw me, like maybe 1 or 2 people, but everybody else that saw me was the person at the store, the person at the Starbucks, the person at the Dunkin' Donuts, the person at the supermarket. I was not going anywhere because I understand, you know, how when you are on a mission, when you have a life's purpose, when you're supposed to do something greater, there's different entities that will jump into people, that will come into your life to knock you off your square and to snuff your light out, to steal it, because people like to destiny swap with you as well. They want to take what you have. That's a part of energy siphoning. They want to take that energy from themselves and they become you. You ever been around, or you ever seen people where one was doing really bad and the other was doing good, and all of a sudden they swapped places? That happens a lot. And I've had women try to do that with me. So that's why I had to cut bitches off at the knees, like, bitch, you're clipped. I can't do it. I can't continuously give you my energy. Now you're talking like me. We got the same vernacular. You're dressing like me. And that's okay. We all, you know, we vibe off each other. We're like twins. We soak up energy from each other. But it's one thing to completely try to embody a person versus borrowing a little bit from a person, because that is natural, you know? And so my producer friend, he had a lot of energy vampires around him, a lot of leeches around him. And I told him, hey, Nia, what's up, baby? I told him the last time I spoke to him, like a few days ago, I said, Spirit keeps telling me that you need to be more discerning of who you're hanging around. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. I don't know what's happening, but you need to be more discerning of who you're hanging around, because when you have a lot of money and you have clout and you in mansion parties and you could go here or there, everybody is going to love you. But when you're down and you feel like you ain't got shit no more, like where are all of these people? You know, and I had to tell him, hey, you did it once, you could do it again. But you have to be mindful of who you keep around you. He had a girlfriend that was screwing all over the place, screwing producers. I'm like, you cannot fuck with bitches like that. Like, you need to let that bitch go. And I know it's hard because, you know, we be in love and we trauma bond with people. And because he would tell me, like, she went through a whole bunch of shit, and you know, we just feel bad for people and we want to help people, and we love a wounded artist, like other artists and other creatives. We are attracted to broken energy. Like, it's just weird because it inspires you in a certain type of way to be creative. That's another story for another day. That's why, you know, they be like, oh, Mary J. Blige wrote her best music when she was heartbroken and when, you know, Jodeci was beating her ass up and down the street, or Summer Walker about to give us a good album because her baby daddy's cheating on her all over the place and she keeps being racked with ratchet men, like going down like she's a fucking popo when, like, you're Summer Walker. Anyways, so he also told me, you know, about witnessing people doing all sorts of rituals and going to mansion parties and being with a woman, and she told him that somebody that was hosting a party asked to purchase her child because she just had a baby. I was like, purchase her child? Like, what? Let me get your kid. I'll give you a house and a car. That's what's happening. They want blood samples. They want you to pledge your allegiance. How do you think you pledge your allegiance? Think about how you get into a gang when you in the hood, when you in the motherfucking ghetto. How do you get into a gang? You either jumped in the gang or you gotta fuck your way into the gang. What you think they doing and requiring in motherfucking Hollywood, bitch? What you think they requiring in Hollywood? If to get in a regular degular gang, being a regular degular person, you gotta fight, you gotta shed some blood, you gotta pep power person, you gotta pokey, or you gotta get screwed in. What do you think that they're doing in Hollywood, where all of your wildest dreams could come true? We're legit like, you can have the world, the life of your wildest dreams. What do you think people are willing to do? What do you think people are willing to sacrifice? People are selling their children. Kim said, not my kid, but people are selling their children. It's happening. A couple people done tried to pimp me the fuck out. I said, bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm not going. And I went to one party and I told y'all about this. I was with Amber fucking Khan. Like, I wish I could get her up here so we could talk about it. Amber Khan, she does tarot reading on here. Her channel is called The Quietest Revolution. And she said, we got to get the fuck out of here. I don't know what the fuck type of shit. And this is the entertainment industry. Entertainment. She's like, oh no. I'm so glad I was with you because, bitch. Now, I haven't been to other parties now. But that party, I don't know if I would have made it out. I really don't. And I've been in a bunch of situations that's fucking, y'all probably would not believe. I need to write a book. However, by the grace of God, I'm here. And I'm moving like blackberry motherfucking molasses, bitch, but I got my soul. I can sleep at night. I'm here. I'm safe. I'm healthy. I'm aware. I have my brain, because they will fuck with your mental. And a lot of people be mentally like a vegetable. And you see celebrities and they're not mentally there. It's vacant. The drugging, the manipulation, they not mentally sound. They vacant in the eyes. You could tell when somebody don't have no soul. That light, that shit dull. They could probably fake it and but there's nothing there. Look at Britney Spears. Look at what happened to Britney Spears. Look at what happened to Britney Spears. And I told y'all, Coolio was my best fucking friend. I knew him for 1 year. And I kept asking God, why did I meet Coolio? Like that, first of all, that's random as hell. Like, what the fuck would I meet Coolio? Like, that's just super random. But why did I know Coolio for the last year of his life? The last year of his life, I spoke to that man almost every single day. I saw him a few times, all the time. And the things he would tell me, I'm like, damn. And he just kept saying, like, you got to guard yourself. And then he would always be like, this your time. He would just keep telling me that, like, something big. You need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your time right now. I'm like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? I don't know. He's like, just keep being you. Like, but don't be scared. He kept saying, you cannot be scared. You got to stop being scared. You have to stop being scared. I'm like, damn, do I come across like a scary bitch? But deep down inside, I have been scared because of the shit I've seen. And then they took him out. And then they took him out. And that shit crushed me. That shit really, really fucking crushed me. It did. I can't lie. I believe all of the things that they are accusing Diddy of. I've been hearing stories about Diddy. We all done heard shit about Diddy. I've never met Diddy though. I don't even think I've ever seen him in real life. I've met his sons. I've met Silas. I knew Dawn back in the 2010s. But I never met Diddy. I never came across Diddy's path. I knew publicists, entertainment lawyers, PR people, stylists. And I used to be so resentful that I was not world famous, you know? And then I would see like all of my friends like doing these amazing things. And then my other friends would be like, yo, this nigga's at the club fucking making out with this fucking old white guy. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even know he was outside and gay like that. So I'm saying that to say, all that glitters is not gold. When you see people get to a certain level, especially if they have the machine behind them, they probably did something strange to get there. Young black guys making out with old white men at the club. I'm just saying. There's this other actor that I knew. He was in a couple of movies. I'm not going to say his name either. And he absolutely was gay. Like gay for opportunity and gay for pay. And when I met him, like I heard a bunch of stories about him and I was just like, he didn't seem gay, you know? And I'm not saying gay like a slur because, you know, people get offended. There's nothing wrong with same-sex loving. If that's what you want to do, then do you. There's nothing wrong with it. However, when I met him, he was all over me. Like you would have thought I was like Beyonce. And I'm like, don't we like men? Like what the fuck? It's about what's hot. It's about who's trending. I was a premiere bitch. Anywhere I went, I got so much attention that and everybody, it's a magnet. You know what I mean? Like in real life, I'm really like a magnet. So he was all in my face. And I'm like, damn, like people really just be out here just for the look, just for the clout. Like it really gives that. Like I've seen guys legit shapeshift. Like once if the gays come around and it's like somebody that could get them somewhere, yes. But then if an attractive woman come around, it's yeah, what's up? Like you don't know what the fuck you get, and that's why I don't judge people the way that everybody else does because I done been around some shit. Like I done seen stuff that the average person don't. My lived experience is different. It's easy to be like, oh, he sleeps with men. When you've never seen him, you don't know. It has no look. It has no look. Very well, your husband that goes and works at the lumber yard could be going up to Brokeback Mountain after work to screw his homeboys, to screw his coworkers. It has no look. It really doesn't. In 2024, you just don't know what the fuck. You don't know until you know. You don't know until you physically see something with your eyes. And then these days they got AI, so you really don't know. You don't know. However, these things are real. People do get trafficked. People do get propositioned. People do get drugged. People get their drinks spiked. People get coerced. People get breadcrumbs. I tried it. Oh, let me fuck with so-and-so's manager because I want to get on. And it wasn't just, oh, I'm going to just sleep with him once. That's not how it works. Like, I'm going to be really fucking real with y'all. You do not just fuck your way once to the top. That is a scam, bitch. If you give out a little bit of coochie, your ass ain't guaranteed to get shit, but some come up in your motherfucking throat. Okay? No, it is a breadcrumb game. Like, niggas want to have access to you whenever they want it. It's not like, oh, we just do it. No, they want to go out with you. They want to parade you around. Sometimes they want to give you to their friends. That ain't never happened to me. But this is how it goes. I get the fuck out of Dodge. If I don't, Like, that's why if I don't really like you and I don't vibe with you at this phase, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what you got. I don't care. I don't care. Because guess what? I'm living my life and I'm living my wildest dreams and I'm going to do what I need to do to make it bigger. And I'm going to keep my pride and my dignity. But I did date a manager of a big artist. I did date someone that discovered a big artist. That was the 2 times that I was like, you know, let me just try this out just because of who these people are and whoop-de-woo. And it was not fulfilling. Clearly, I mean, they didn't fucking blow me up like the World Trade. So, and I'm a real person. I like to do my own thing. I don't like to feel like a man owns me. This is another reason why I'm not married with children. Y'all all swear I can't get a man. Like, bitch, are you dumb? It gotta be crack. It has to be the strongest fucking crack. If you really think I can't just go out here and get a man. I've just had my experiences, and whoever it is that I do end up with, he has to be fucking astronomical. And this does not mean that I don't date or that I'm completely devoid of a man's company. There's a nigga always around somewhere. Like, let's be like, come on. Like, just like, come on. But industry guys ain't nothing to play with. They're used to having anything that they want. They're used to having everything their way. So they want you to do anything that they say. And I think DJ Academic said it best when he was talking about Young Miami dealing with Diddy. You gotta be a whore. You can't say no. They're not gonna like you if you have boundaries and standards. That's why they don't like me. Because I'll be like, I'm not doing that. I know I don't want to do a sex tape. No, I don't want to go to that party. I'm not wearing that. No, I don't want to do a nude photo shoot. No, I don't want to be on OnlyFans with my coochie popped open. I don't want to do it. They don't like that. They don't like that. They want you to just be a puppet. They want you to just shut the fuck up and do whatever it is that they tell you to do. I told y'all, my ex, he released an album in Japan. He was signed to Def Jam. They told him to go and bring a fucking basket of candy to LA Reid. Why would y'all tell him, this young guy, to go bring some candy to LA Reid? What the fuck was that code for? We was at the photo shoot for his album. They kept telling him to cover his eye, put the gun, do this to his head. And at this time, we used to watch a whole bunch of conspiracy stuff. And he was like, I'm not doing it. They're like, oh, come on, just do it. Like, just do it. Just do this. Just make this symbol, do that. He was like, I don't want to do that. Like, what? No. And then I remember Silas being there and they were talking about Rihanna. They like, Rihanna was so easy to work with. We love her. She did everything. She let us dress her and whatever. She did whatever pose. She never talked back. She never complained. And then I saw LA Reid saying the same thing about her at an award show. Oh, Rihanna never complained. Rihanna did everything. She was such a good girl. She was such a good girl. And what happened to Tiara Marie? Tiara Marie was combative probably. She probably was like, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be fucked out in every hole by everybody. She probably got tired of it. Or she probably felt like she wanted more than what she was getting for giving up every goddamn, hey, this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes. Coercion is a real thing. It really is. It's crazy. Like, whew, I done seen some friends spiritually unalive. I done seen some friends physically unalive. I've had some amazing experiences along the way as well. I've met some amazing people. I'm not going to sit up here and make it seem like everybody in the entertainment industry is just inherently evil and just the fucking devil, because that has not been, you know, I've met some people that were amazing. I can't lie. However, when you don't really know people like that, you just only get their representative. So you don't know what they're actually going to be like. Like I saw Armand post his video with Diddy, and I seen him when he was doing his commentary, and he was like, he was cool. He was cool. And it's like, yeah, they do be cool on the surface, But if Armand would have went to the freak off, he would have had a whole different experience. Armand probably would have got busted open like a can of biscuits, and he would have had a whole different story to tell if he would have been at the freak off for 72 hours, perked up on something, busted open like a can of biscuits. They know how to find a prey. They do. That's why they want you young and impressionable. It's not just because you could sing better and you have more energy. Yeah, you do have more energy at 16 than you would at 30, but it doesn't mean that your talent level goes down. It just means that you're more impressionable. You're more malleable. You are less likely to ask questions. You're green. You just so happy and shiny. Oh my God, I'm just so excited to be here. You know what I mean? I'm just so happy that I got invited to this party. What I got to do? You want some blood? I'm going to give you some blood. Like, I got to take this to get in. I'm going to take it. Like, whatever it is that people got to do to get on. And then they also like them broke, busted, and disgusted. Notice a lot of your faves, they always said, I was homeless. I ain't have no money. I ain't have no car. I ain't have no window, no pot to piss in and no window to throw it out of. I was in the foster care system. My mother was a crackhead. My father was a pimp. Like, think about their stories. Think about their origin stories. And the ones that didn't have to struggle like that, they usually managed and pimped out by their parents. The ones that lived the middle class life, they're usually pimped out by their parents. Somebody's gonna pimp your ass out. The industry is pimps up, hoes down all day and night. Pimps up, hoes down. And you got to be okay with being a whore to a degree. Why y'all think strippers is running the rap game right now? It's because that's what they are used to. They're used to whore culture. They're used to being pimped out. So they just let somebody make them a rap song and they're going, you know, they're going to make a bag. But they're already okay with giving their body, like, come on, y'all. Come on. The Zeus Network, that part. Pimps and hoes all day and night. Jocelyn ain't nothing more than a 2-bit goddamn madam. And she knows it. That's why wasn't Wet Wet. I don't watch that. But I seen a clip where Wet Wet was supposed to be the bottom bitch or something like that. Jocelyn went from the hoe up to the pimp. She said, Stevie, you're not gonna send me back to the strip club, Stevie. And you know what she did? She went and got her some $2 bitches up off the track, at a swap meet. she found her some $1.99 prostitutes and put them bitches on TV and paid them $55 an episode. It's not funny, but it's funny. Everybody up in here, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. If you are not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. You know, I didn't want to make a sex tape. I don't want to be on OnlyFans. I don't want to be popping coochie with my coochie lips out or over the internet. That's just really not my style. Like, I'm sexy. I like cleavage. You know, I wear something sexy. I have a thong bikini on in South Beach, just like the next bitch. But just to really be out here popping coochie, I don't want to. I'm just not. That's just really not my style. Now, if I was really a whore, then I would be like super rich and famous. But I'm not, and I just did not want to go against my morale. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the definition of selling your soul. Selling your soul is doing something that does not resonate with you, that does not make you feel good, that you cannot live with. I know Miata. Like, seriously. I've witnessed people sell their soul. But what do you have to gain? Worldly things, material things, that doesn't last. It does not last. And how long could you really keep that up? Like, look at Black China. She's like, you know, reformed, but Black China seems soulless to me. Like, when I look at her, like, I don't see a soul. Like, I see like an empty vessel. In order to be like an ex-worker, in my opinion, in order to really be like, because y'all know I've been dominatrix before, but in order to like really be selling coochie, like, I feel like you have to be disconnected from your soul. You gotta be disconnected. There's no way, as a woman, your heart is in your motherfucking uterus, bitch. There's no way you just let any and everybody up in there and you're still connected to it. There's just no, like, I cannot fathom being like having a connection to my body and my spirit and letting hundreds of men just run in and up, in and out, in and out, in and out. You have to be disconnected. You have to be disassociated. There's no way your mind is not split. There's no way that you don't have multiple personality disorder. There's just no way. I don't believe for 1 second that the women that we see that have given their vessel out to any and everybody that wanted to turn like a fucking doorknob, I don't believe that they still have a soul. And if they do, it's fragmented. It's fragmented. There's no way that you're a whole person and you've been mixed up with all of these different energies and entities, and then you're doing the rituals and the seances and you're allowing different spirits to attach itself to you. There's no way that you have a full soul. There's no way that you're fully conscious. I just don't believe it. I feel like you can show up and you could pump fake and you can be on autopilot and you could pretend, you know, like you're aware and you're alert. There's no fucking way. Storm just went live. Okay, cool. We'll be on here for a couple more minutes and then we'll head over there. I wanted to do this live because I felt like we didn't really get to talk much about it. I also wanted to shout out Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright mentioned me in my account of the night that I had out with the Combs brothers, and she mentioned it twice on Real Life Street Stars. I saw it, I caught it today because I was in the live, and then I watched it yesterday. Quaisha also was telling me about it, and it's not a lie, it's not a game. Like, this is really what happens. Like I said, I'm you know, still living in the world with the regular people, but I'm not, like, I have a unique lived experience. I've been around a lot of different, you know, people. I've been on major production sets. I've worked with a lot of different people. You know, we've been out here. So I know. And like I said, I had a friend, a very, very close friend of mine that was raped, a male that was raped at an industry party. And his mom was unalived by the industry. So it's the truth. I'm not making up anything, and neither is she. You know, and people could be like, oh, well, people been saying it, so on and whoopie whoop. But when you are more, you know, closer, when you have a closer ear, when you've had any type of experience with people, and you got to understand that your sources and the stories that you hear versus the stories that other people hear is different. You know, like my friends telling me Khalees was getting her ass beat by Nas because they were styling her. Well, I don't have to say allegedly, because Khalees came out and said that Nas used to beat the shit out of Khalees, allegedly. He was very abusive to Khalees, allegedly. He would bruise her up. He beat her up real bad while she was pregnant with their son, allegedly. So me saying that, a stylist was there helping her to clean up herself and hang her pictures back on the wall because he would destroy her house. And that is ultimately why they broke up. She was madly in love with him. She thought that was the love of her life, but he was physically abusive. I met Khalees twice, and she was beautiful. It's a lot going on, you guys. Stylists telling me that Nicki Minaj is a fucking bitch. That is different from me just hearing somebody, you know, on a street corner say, oh, Nicki Minaj is a bitch. versus someone that I've seen with her, that I've seen styling her, that now I'm sitting down having cocktails with it, and they're like, oh, we call her the Wicked Witch of the East. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So even if Jaguar was at a freak off or not, because she is connected, because she has her ear to that network in a different type of way than the average person, even if she's repeating something that she heard, it has more weight than Shaquita off the street that has never had any affiliation with the entertainment industry. But Nikki acts like that. Yeah. I believe Nikki. I'm sorry, Barbs. I stopped really being tuned into her. When I watched that special documentary she had back in the day, she turned me completely off. Yeah, I'm not surprised Nikki whines a lot. Yeah. Real over plastic. Very sad and tragic. It is. It really is. But yeah, Jaguar shouted me out a couple times, and I don't really like. I've mentioned these things to you all before, but I still try to like keep names out of it, you know, because I don't want to tell people stories unless they want to come out and also say it. But I can give an account of things that I've seen, heard, you know, and experienced. And that's just life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no reason to lie about anything that I've said, because what am I going to gain? I have no reason to lie. I just want people to know that, especially women that are up here defending Diddy and his sons, are absolutely fucking disgusting and deplorable. Women that are saying I'm lying and, oh, I'm not light skinned or ambiguous, so they wouldn't do nothing and whoop de whoop. Absolutely fucking disgusting. I never said that I was great. I said that I for sure was spiked the night that I hung out with the Combs brothers, because I was. Did I do a toxicology report? I didn't do any of those things. So I'm not trying to go and get a lawsuit. I never said any of that. I just told y'all what happened the night that I hung out. That's it. I didn't exaggerate anything. I didn't get up here and say, you know, my nipple ring was ripped out, my booty hole was bleeding. I didn't say any of those things. But it's just crazy that people put the heavy cape on and they give black men so much grace. But when it comes to women, when it comes to us, we're always just automatically, the default is, it's your fault. Why was you there? Why did you go there? Why were you wearing this? Why was you drinking? Why? But when Shyne got up here and said Diddy ruined my life, he legit, you know, he had people to testify against me. But then he also got on a stage with him and took his money. I don't see anybody in that comment section not like damning him to hell and asking why he just now coming out while Diddy is in jail. Why you just now coming out saying that man testify, got people with witnesses to testify against you? Why you just now coming out? Nobody is giving him that type of smoke. And it's a testament to how much melanin rich women have to go through, and just women in general, before people could actually believe any fucking thing that we're saying. It's crazy. But I love y'all so much. Maybe we'll come back later and do a call-in show. Maybe we'll come back later and do a call-in show and we can talk more about this, and you all can call in and sound off. Shouts out to my love bugs, because I was very emotional talking about this. Not just because of this situation solely, but because it was just very triggering for me for things that I've experienced. And also, like I said with my friend, I witnessed him experience that as a man when he came out and said this happened to him, and they just said, oh, you just gay. You like that. Oh, you just like the fuck men. Oh, like, it's just so triggering. And then people wonder why it takes so long to come out and say things, or why, you know, people wait until the fucking perpetrator and these people is under the watchful eye of the feds, because it's safe now, you stupid bitch. Duh, el stupido. I'll be trying not to cuss like a motherfucking dog up here, but you know what? It's all right. Hopefully we don't get a yellow mark. Okay, guys. Once again, shouts out to my love bugs. I love y'all so much. Y'all are so supportive of me. And I told y'all I'll be feeling like I'm going through a social experiment, because all of the things that we talk about, I feel like you all witness me go through it. Like y'all see me experience these things on the internet. And it's just crazy. Like life has a funny way of like legit being the best teacher that you could ever have. It's life. And sometimes you have to live vicariously through others. And maybe I'm a person to live through. I don't know. But when you are anointed and you are special and you are magnetic and you are talented and you have something that a lot of other people don't have, people will try to attack you. They will try to bring you down. They will try to discredit you. They will try to invalidate you. They don't want you to know how special you are. But I'm here to tell you that you're a fucking superstar, bitch. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I need you. Baby, I love you. I do. And it's more than you ever know. Boy, it's for sure. You can always count on my love forevermore. Yeah. That was kind of fucking choppy as hell in the beginning, but it's all right. In the building. Show up as her, be her. Show up. Should I give the guys a shout out? No, fuck that. Show up as her, be her. Don't let nobody play in your face. Life is a movie. You're starring in it. The world is a stage. You are at the center of it. Keep going. Be resilient. You got this. You're stronger than you know. Main character energy all day and night. I love y'all so much. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Let's head on over to Storm's channel. Bye, love bugs. Hey, Quaisha, and shouts out to my mom. Shouts out to Mia. Shouts out to Quaisha. Shouts out to God's Anointed. I love you all. I'll be back to catch it. Yeah, I think I'm going to come back. I think I'm going to come back probably later on, and we'll do a call-in show. Okay, bye. Bye, y'all.